Alrighty, guys, part two. I might end the video here in 30 minutes. I'll make a 1 hour video and I'm going to upload it and go to bed. You guys will enjoy the video before me, and when I wake up, I will work on my book with my youngest brother, and I will go walk to the store, listen to some music, get a pack of smokes, take a nice walk, and then a nice 30-minute walk there and back, and I'll watch my video in the evening tonight. And then I'll make another video tomorrow morning around 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I might watch perhaps Return of the King maybe tonight. Return of the King is a really long movie. The extended edition is like 4 and a half hours long. Something is fucking long, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep talking about this topic, man. Do not let guys like Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, and Scarlett Johansson, all them dupe you, man, because they're all greedy animals. Chances are Scarlett Johansson will get even angry. She might get angry, man. Ivan, like, if I give her that conditional deal, Ivan, why don't you just give me 0.1? Like, why is this such a big deal to you? If I make $60, $70 off your movie, Ivan, why you make a big fuss out of that, Ivan? Like, you really are gonna make your tens of billions. Like, why you're making a big fuss over an extra $25 million, Ivan? Like Scarlett, I'm not going to do it like that. If the movie does more, you get 0.07. You'll still make your nice like 40 plus $1 million in royalties of Scarlett. 38, 40, 45, even 50 million royalties. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to make a lot of money. But Affleck will make his 40, 45, 50 million royalties, excluding your rich $47.5 million salary with your bonuses. Yeah, I gave you guys signed like your 90 plus $1 million deal, man. 88, 90, $92 million deal. I gave you a good deal. You don't make that in Hollywood. You do not make that in Hollywood, Samsara. You don't make that in Hollywood. That's why you gotta be careful. Do not let Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck and Keanu Reeves dupe you. Samsara. Especially Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is a greedy animal, man. Because the guy is really, yeah, Keanu, you may be the star in Hollywood, and Hollywood treats you like a god. Warner Bros. May be stupid enough to overpay you and pay you $250 million. If you think I'm gonna have you walk away with $200 million of my money, you're crazy, Keanu. You're not worth that. Because you're not the star of my movie. You're my co-star, but me and Vijay are ultimately the stars. We're the stars of the movie. You're my co-star. You'll build some buzz, but yeah, they me and Vijay are the main show. You're not worth $200 of my money, Keanu. I'll give you like a nice 100, 80, 90, 110, 112 million maybe, but I'm not gonna have you walk away with 150, 160, $200 million. No, Keanu. I'm not going to do like that. And you might get angry. Like, Ivan, why is it? Because he wants a nice piece of that money, obviously. Ivan, why is 0.3 such a big deal to you, man? Like, I'm like, because you're not worth taking a certain amount of money, Keanu Reeves. Same goes for Will Smith and Dwayne Johnson for the Hidden Vampire movie. If they're chosen, Will Smith will obviously get mad because the guy is Hollywood treats Will Smith like a god, man. He's a very, very respected actor, well respected actor in the industry. You see what I'm saying? He's very, very powerful, Will Smith, and Hollywood pays him. He can negotiate for his millions easily. Will Smith negotiate for his 20, 30, 40. He probably gets so many offers thrown at him, and he rejects them all. He's powerful. Okay, well, you want to do this movie? We'll pay you 15 million. You want to do this movie? We'll pay you 18. You want to do this movie? We'll pay you 25. We'll pay you 30. We'll pay you 40. Yeah, he gets so many offers, and he rejects them as he so pleases. He's so powerful, obviously. Yeah, well, you may be big in Hollywood, and Hollywood treats you like a god. You may be the star in Hollywood. When you're in my movie, you're no longer the star, man. You're the side attention. He's a star in my movie. But you're my co-star. You'll build some buzz because you're big, obviously. But at the end of the day, me and Vijay are the main show. You're not. That's why. Why do not let Will Smith dupe you, obviously. Ivan, why is 0.3 such a big deal to you? Like, if the movie does more, we should be making the same amount of money. We should be making more money too, Ivan. I'm like, no, Will. The more money my movie does, I reduce your amount to 0.2. I'm not going to do like that. I'm not going to have you walk away with like 150, $200 million of my money, Will. You're not worth that, man. You may be big, Will, in Hollywood, but compared to me, you're small. Compared to me, Will Smith is tiny. He's not even close to being as big as me. I'm way, way bigger than him. As Will Smith's movies do like $400, $500 million, compare that to the 100 plus billion dollars my movies are doing. Yeah, Will Smith is small compared to me. I don't mean to be an asshole. Will Smith is a big actor in Hollywood, obviously, but compared to me, he's small. That's why he's not worth any more than like $100 million, $10 million in royalties. He's a big actor who'll build buzz, obviously, because he's really powerful. He's big. He's Will Smith, obviously. But yeah, I'm the main show. Me and VJ is the main show. The world's excited to see me and VJ. You know what I'm saying? And do not let Will Smith do like that. Will $100 million, 110, $90 million in royalties is good enough with your $64 million side with your bonuses. You sign like your what? Your 150, $160 million deal. $170 million deal. Well, that's good enough deal for you, Will. I'm not going any higher than that for you. Oh, I mean, it's a deal. Yeah, I give you a good deal. Same goes for Dwayne Johnson. If Dwayne Johnson gets angry, obviously, and he wants like 0.3, I'm like, well, Dwayne, if the movie does more, you get 0.2. I'm not giving you 0.3. You see what I'm saying? Same goes for Mark Wahlberg and Chris Hemsworth, whoever I choose. Their deal is you get 0.1. If the movie does more, you get 0.07. That way, Chris Hemsworth and Mark Wahlberg don't dupe you. They don't dupe you, see what I'm saying? They don't dupe you. You gotta be careful about these animals in Hollywood, man. Yeah. So my deal for Mark Wahlberg, if I choose him, I'll pay him his 36 million for his bonus and his salary, and he'll give him 1.5 million royalty check for the merch, and I'll give him like a $5 million, $4 million post filming bonus. Good deal for him. So he signed like his $1 million deal, Mark Wahlberg, with the salary and bonuses, and you give him 0.1% of the profits, which is a good what, I don't know, $45-50 million in royalties for Mark Wahlberg. And if the movie does more, you reduce it to 0.07. You'll still make his $40-45 million, even $50 million in royalties. Same amount of money, pretty much, right? Minus maybe eight plus eight. I'm saying, yeah. Chris Hemsworth, I'll pay him if he's worth like under 200 million. If he's only worth like 190 million by then, I'll pay Chris Hemsworth like 37 million. That's a good paycheck for him. If he's worth like under 200, pay him 37 million, Chris Hemsworth. You can give him a $5 million post filming bonus. That's good for paycheck for him. So he signed like his $42 million deal, Chris Hemsworth, and you can give him 1.5 million for the merch. So you sign like his $43 million deal, Chris Hemsworth, and you give him 0.1% of the profits. It's a good $50 million and $55 million in royalties. If the movie does more, he gets 0.07. And chances are guys like Chris Hemsworth and Marvel might get a bit angry too. Because they're all greedy animals. They all want to make more money for themselves. Ivan, why is 0.1 such a big deal to you? Like, the more money you make, the more money me should make. No. The more money I make, the less you should make, as you're not, at the end of the day, you're not even worth my royalties. I should just be paying you your flat salary, and that's it, like your bonus. And that's it. But I'm nice to give you pieces of profits. Obviously. If the movie does more, you get your 0.07. See what I'm saying? You'll still make your $40, $44, $45 million in royalties, guys. Even $50 million in royalties. If my movie does like $130 billion in sales, and I give Mark Wahlberg now 0.07, they're gonna make their 40 like $45 million in royalties, excluding their money. They sign like their 80 like $90 million deal. It's a good deal for them. You see what I'm saying? It's a good deal. But because Chris Hemsworth and Mark Wahlberg, Hollywood treats them like gods, obviously, because they're bigger A's actors. They can demand their nice, like, rich 17, 20, $50 million salary, those guys. And Hollywood treats them like a god, obviously. When they're in my movie, they expect to be treated the same. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that the bigger aces are well taken care of, obviously. But at the end of the day, I'm the main show, man. Like, guys, you may be the star in Hollywood, but when you're in my movie, you're no longer the main star. Me and VJ are the main star. You're my co-stars. You'll build some buzz because you're bigger ace hackers. You're worth your millions, but that's it, man. You're not worth any more than a certain amount of money. I'm not going to let these guys dupe me, man. See what I'm saying? I'm not going to let these Hollywood actors dupe me. And you got to be careful about these. You got to be careful about these what? About these animals in Hollywood, man. Do not let these guys dupe you, man. Do not let these animals in Hollywood dupe you. See what I'm saying? Do not let these animals in Hollywood dupe you. You have to be careful. Do not let these animals in Hollywood dupe you. Obviously, guaranteed Peter Jackson. I don't. Guaranteed John Favreau and Dave Filoni might tell me, Ivan, like you don't need to give the actors a piece of your money, Ivan. They're not worth it. John Favreau and Dave Filoni might tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like Ivan, I can understand you giving us a piece of royalties where you're CEOs, but man, these Hollywood actors are not worth your money, Ivan. John Favreau and Dave Filoni might tell me that. Like dude, what you're paying is them is good enough, Ivan. You don't have to get a piece of your royalties. Pay an actor 37, 44. Will Smith 64. That's enough money. Will Smith is walking away with like $26 million in his bank. That's good enough, Ivan. You don't have to give Peter. You don't have to give Will Smith like $100 million in royalties. You're crazy. I would never do that. They're not even worth your money, Ivan. I'm like John, Dave. You're getting greedy. You're being greedy. It's not a problem, John. The amount. I'm only giving them 1% of my money. Me and Vijay are still taking our 71. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you want these actors to work harder for you and destroy the role and keep them happy, give them a nice piece of royalties. That way they work harder for you. Okay, Ivan, I'm just saying they're ripping you off, man. Like the only reason why the whole world is going crazy about your movies is because of you, Ivan. You're the star, man. You're like, yeah, these actors are your co-stars will build some buzz, but at the end of the day, you and Vijay are the main show, man. The actors will create more buzz because they're Hollywood big actors. But at the end of the day, you're the star, Ivan, of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, like, these actors are just worth their rich millions and that's it. They're not worth your rich millions and taking a piece of your royalties. Taking like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 of royalties, Ivan. John probably didn't tell me, you're crazy. I would never do that, Ivan. I would keep the whole 32%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. John Favreau and Dave Filoni are not even worth my royalties. Realistically speaking, I should just pay John his $34 million signing bonus, his richly salary, and that's it. He doesn't deserve it, but to keep him happy and that way he works hard for you, because he's a CEO of the biggest entertainment brand in the industry, give John a nice 0.2% of the profits. And 0.1 if the movie does more. He'll make his nice $70+ million in royalties, John Favreau. 70 to 100 million in royalties John will make. It's a good paycheck for him. You know what I'm saying? That way he works hard for you and you keep him happy. There's nothing worse than you and Vijay making those tens of billions and John Favreau and Dave Filoni are making peanuts compared to you. Give them a nice piece of the profits, John Favreau and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because John and Dave are the boss of your company, you need to give them a nice piece of the profits. Give them a nice piece of the profits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need to give them a nice piece of the profits. Obviously. Yeah. Because I guarantee you, once I release my movie on 4K Blu-ray for the pre-order, obviously, I guarantee you, like within that, like a couple of weeks later, the Hollywood actors' agents and like John Favreau are gonna bother me. Ivan, we didn't get our check yet. Ivan, did you get your check for your pre-order yet? I'm like, no, we didn't get our check yet. You know what I'm saying? And 1 month goes by. Ivan, did you get your check? Yeah, we got our check. Oh, are we gonna get paid? No, guys. I'm going to pay you once I receive the full amount. That way I can calculate accordingly. That way I don't make any type of errors. Wait until me and Vijay received our full royalty check. Wait a good 2.5 months, guys, until the whole world bought our movie and me and Vijay collected our checks. You know what I'm saying? Me and Vijay made me and Vijay made what? We made $50 billion off Zanus for the movie, obviously, and you calculate John Favreau's 0.0. You take all the. I meet up with the accountant in the boardroom, and he takes all the contract forms, and he gets a calculator, and we start calculating all what the actors and John Favreau and them are supposed to be paid. Okay, John Favreau's taking the movie did. Okay, Ivan, the movie did $180 billion. Obviously, John Favreau gets 0.1%, and it comes up to what? $80 million, $85 million, $190 million for John Favreau, $100 million for John Favreau, $95 million for John Favreau. And he types in $95 million and then goes to John, and then John Favreau gets a confirmation. You have received $95 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And John Favreau gets a nice like $56 million check in his bank after taxes. $57 million check in his bank after taxes, excluding his bonus that he made and his really sorry. Yeah, he struck it rich. And Dave Filoni gets like a $5 million check. You know what I'm saying? He gets a nice like $20 million check in his bank, $21 million check in his bank, $23 million check in his bank. Dave Filoni gets, excluding the $22 million he made during the 4 years. Dave Filoni is like $30 million richer. Yeah, 31, 32, 33, $34 million richer. Yeah. Massive contrast, obviously. You calculate John Boyega's royalty, and it comes up to $5 million. John Boyega gets $5 million in his bank for the royalties. Yvonne Georgia gets $5 million. Danielle Minette gets $5 million. The actor for Sirius gets $5 million. Carl Urban gets $5 million. You know what I'm saying? The Anunzo actor gets $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ariana Grande gets her like $17 million, $18 million. You know what I'm saying? $15 million Ariana Grande gets. Idris Elba gets is like $9 million. Viggo Mortensen gets like his $9 million. Don Cheadle gets like his $11 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gigi Monsoon gets his $5 million. Angelina Bissett gets her $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Andy Serkis gets his $5 million. And he punches in all their salaries. And the actors get the confirmation on their email how much they got paid. They got paid $5 million, $11 million, $9 million. It shows the taxes and the agent's 10%. And they check their bank account online, and the money is deposited into their bank. And I'm going to keep on saying this, guys. I'm going to tell you Hollywood actors in advance. Because my company is a Canadian company, if chances are what you see, and you live in America or London, the amount of money you made after taxes that's displayed on your Hotmail will not be the same when you will log into your bank account, because you have the Canadian rates, the currency rates. So I'm saying, yeah. So let's say if you get $5 million and you live in America, obviously. You live in America, obviously. You'll show the taxes. Okay, $5 million. You have received $5 million. It says the amount $5 million, and it shows taxes. After taxes, it's $3 million, and the agent takes 10% of that. You make what? You make $2.7 million. And then when you log into your bank account, it says you made $2 million instead of 2.7, because you have the Canadian American rates. I didn't rip you off. You just have the rates. Yeah, I got $5 million, and it says on my Hotmail that I made 2.7. When I log into my account, I only got $2 million deposited into my bank. Yeah, because you have the Canadian and American rates. You made a bit less. I didn't rip you off. You just have the American currency rates, right? Which is still not that big of a deal. $2 million is a fat fucking check in the bank. That's a nice paycheck, man. That can last you for a good 10 years of your life. It's a nice paycheck. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm going to keep saying this, guys. Because my company is a Canadian company and most of the Hollywood actors live in America or like London or New Zealand, whatever it is, when you get your check, when you get your email confirmation, it will not, and it displays how much money you made after taxes and your agent's 10%, it will not be the same amount when you log into your Hotmail, log into your online banking, because you have the currency rates. Unless, if you live in New Zealand, you'll make even more. Because New Zealand money is not as powerful as Canadian and American money. So if you live in New Zealand, you're lucky. You'll make more money. You'll make even more than what is shown on your email. Whereas if you live in America and London, you're gonna make less. Because American money and London and Britain money is worth more than Canadian money. Hence why you'll make less. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So John Boyega makes $5 million. The system will say he made like 2.7 million after taxes. John Boyega. So because he lives in London, and when he logs into his account, he might make maybe 1.7 million in pounds. And $1.7 million is back in pounds, because pounds are worth a lot more than the American and Canadian dollar. John Boyega, I don't care about the rates. Even with the rates, I'm still making my millions. Yeah, you're still making millions. You made a good, like, I don't know, like $4+ million in your bank after taxes, John. $4 to $5 million in your bank. About $5 million John Boyega will make around I don't know, 4.8 million, $5 million John Boyega made for the contract. You also got his speaking fees, his $2,000 check. You won't be mad. Yeah, I made my millions. Yeah, he made his millions. You won't be angry because he got a fat check in the bank. John Boyega, you know what I'm saying? You will not be angry. Obviously. Some actors, but Ivan, why don't you move to the States? That way you can pay us our full amount. Guys, I don't want to live in your filthy country, man. I'm not a fan of the States, man. The States is not for me. It's too crowded. It's too messy over there. I don't want to live there. It's filthy and dirty over there. I'd rather live in Canada where it's more quiet. It's nice and clean up here. Whereas the States is filthy. I don't want to live in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a mess. Bum sleeping in tents. I don't want to live there. I don't want to live in New York. New York is messy and dirty too, obviously. Whereas Vancouver is nice and clean and it's beautiful and it's next to the Pacific Ocean. And it's more quiet over there. I don't want to live in fucking New York or Los Angeles. Or in America. America is not for me. It's too crowded over there. It's not for me. Sarah? It is not for me. It's not for me, Sarah. Yeah. And Vijay will grow to love Canada even more than the States, man. Oh my god, I mean, Canada's so beautiful up here. You know what I'm saying? It's much more beautiful than fucking the States. Yes, Canada's more beautiful than the States. There's a reason why VJ said in that Instagram live she did like 6 years ago. There's a reason why she said, yeah, it's very clean up here. Yeah, I guarantee VJ was shocked. Holy shit. Vancouver is clean. Yeah, I mean, Canada's clean. Yeah, Canada's very clean. It's not dirty like the States, man. The Canada is pretty clean up here, man. It's clean up here. Some cities are not as clean. Like some cities are dirtier than others, obviously. But like you go to downtown Ottawa, you barely see garbage on the ground, man. Like everything is clean, man. People up here take good care of the city, man. Whereas the people in the States don't give a shit about garbage. New York, you have garbage everywhere. It's crazy. It's crowded and it's filthy and dirty over there. Oh my god, I'll never want to live there. It's not for me. It's not for me, Samsara. It's not for me. It is not for me, Samsara. I'm going to end this video here in 8 minutes. I'm going to upload it and I'm going to go to bed and sleep. I might eat maybe another taco. A nice taco for myself, and I'm going to pass out of my bed. Set my alarm for 7:30, and I'll wake up, work on my book, and then I will walk to the store, get my smokes, and I'll watch this video after you guys, obviously. And I might download another movie because my step parents are going to take away the cord again. They've been taking away the cord for like 3 months straight. It's crazy. I might watch maybe Return of the King or maybe Harry Potter or maybe a nice animated movie. Nice Pixar, Disney, Universal animated movie. I love watching animated movies. Yeah. So you gotta be careful about these animals in Hollywood. Not let them dupe you. Sarah. As I guarantee you, Keanu Reeves and all them and the Zane's actors they're gonna try and get a higher amount for the merch. Hey, what about 10 million Ivan for Scarlett and Keanu? I'm like, no. I am not giving Keanu Reeves any more than 1.5 or Ben Affleck or Scarlett Johansson any more than $1.5 million for the merch. And Peter's agent might try and push for maybe $30 million for the merch. I'm like, look, man, I'm not giving Peter squat. He's not getting a piece of the merch. He's not featured on my fucking merch. He's not featured on my posters or my mugs. Hence, I'm not gonna fucking give him pieces of roll. He contributed to my film. That's why I'm giving him pieces of film profits. But he doesn't contribute to my merch. That's why I'm not giving Peter a piece of the merch. He's not worth it, man. The actors are my stars. That's why I'm giving them $250K royalty check and 1.5 for the bigger ones. Whereas Peter is not featured on my merch. I'm not giving him a piece of the merch. What I'm paying him is good enough. If he doesn't like it, he's working Hollywood. He doesn't like my offers. I'm saying, yeah, you gotta be careful. Do not let these animals in Hollywood dupe you. Do not let those Hollywood actors dupe you, Sam. And all you Hollywood actors who are in Hollywood, you already know who's chosen. You have the keys, you can see. You already know who's chosen, obviously, for my 5 movies. If you're not chosen, I'm sorry about that. You were left behind. You're not saved. Right? Yeah. And for the crewmen, I am only hiring Hollywood crewmen. I'm gonna make sure when I put out the ads, it goes to the Hollywood unions only. That like so the CS people, you guys will not have all you CS people will not have access to my to what to the ad obviously because it's only going. I'm only gonna put like for example my ads for the casting calls are only gonna go out to the Hollywood agencies in my system. So all the independent agencies are not going to be aware of my ad because they're not in the system. Same for the crewmen. The crewmen, you put on an ad for okay, yeah, Ivan. Like all the crewmen in Hollywood are all a part of a union. You have to register that union in your system. Yeah, the union for the Hollywood crewmen will be in my system. That's when I pull out the ads, all the crewmen in Hollywood will know. Whereas the CS people will not know. You guys will know I pull out the ad because I have the keys, but it's only going out to the Hollywood crewmen. As I'm not hiring a CS crewman. I'm not going to pay a C-list crewman like 150K. They're not worth it. If I were to hire a C-list crewman, I would pay them like 40-50K because they're not worth any more than that. I'm only gonna pay the Hollywood crewman the 150K because they're worth it. Whereas the average crewman who work in independent movies are not worth that. They're worth their 40-50K, 30K even. You know what I'm saying? As you think, I'm just gonna hire all these random construction crewman people who have no experience working in a Hollywood movie and pay them 50K. You got nothing coming? No, I'm only hiring Lord of the Rings crewmen. Sorry, guys. You guys are not. I know you guys are pissed off. You're not allowed to work for my company. It's only the best of the best can work for my company. If you want your company to be as good as Hollywood, you got to hire the best of the best. Best Hollywood team, Hollywood actors, Hollywood crewmen. Don't hire CS crewmen who work in independent movies. No, or independent television shows. No, hire Hollywood crewmen. Hire a Hollywood team who know what they're doing, and hire Hollywood directors and Hollywood actors. If you want to get acting on the same level as Hollywood movies, you have to hire the best of the best. Hire the Hollywood actors, but Hollywood actors don't come cheap because they're very powerful and rich, and I'm saying they're celebrities. They're worth they cost millions. Because I'm now a billionaire with VJ, I can easily pay the actors their millions and give them a piece of the profits. The A-listers, right? Whereas the B-list actors and rising stars don't get squat. They just get their flat salary and their royalty check for the merch, and that's it. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll end this video here in 3 minutes. And I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna charge my phone, set my alarm for 7:30. I'm gonna go to bed. And I might eat some food real quick. And I'm gonna go to bed and sleep. Pass out and sleep till 7:30 in the evening. You sleep during the day? Yeah, I change. Every couple months I change my sleeping habits. Sometimes I go to bed at 2, 3 o'clock. I wake up at like 10 o'clock. And sometimes I stay up till like 11 o'clock. I go to bed at 11. I sleep till the evening. And when everyone's sleeping, I'm awake and I make my video. Yeah, I have a different sleeping habit, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, so when I meet VJ in Vancouver, I'm going to have that big talk with her. Hey, VJ, do you want to build this theory chain? No, I don't want to build it. I don't feel like doing all this work. Yeah, I don't feel like doing all this work, man. I'm already stressed out enough. We're taking my notes for the 3 volumes, studying for Peter Jackson's Fellowship of the Ring script, obviously. I don't feel like doing all this dirty work and looking at all these cities and getting all my permits. It's fucking crazy. Let's just stick to 4K on Amazon. Yeah, I mean, 4K on Amazon is good enough, yes. High chance I will not build out theory chain. I don't feel like doing all that dirty work. Yeah, VJ like, Ivan, we don't need to make an extra $40 billion. It's money we don't need. We're making more than enough money off the movie. I don't know, $80 billion of the movies and merch. We don't need any more money, Ivan. It's more enough money. Let's just stick to 4K on Amazon. It's good enough. We built our own home IMAX theater system in our fucking condo. We're gonna get a nice theatrical experience at our condo. Yeah, me and VJ are gonna get a nice theatrical experience in our condo. A nice, beautiful experience in our condo, me and VJ. A beautiful experience, yeah, man. See what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna get an unheard of experience. I'm gonna have this talk with George. Hey George, me and VJ thought of building our theory chain. What do you think, George? Ivan, I think you don't do it, Ivan. You're gonna put stress on yourself. This is a daunting process. If you want to build 2,000 theories, you gotta build it worldwide. You're looking at a shitload of work, Ivan. You don't want to do all that dirty work, Ivan. Partner with Amazon. Amazon already has all the resources worldwide. They'll handle all that dirty work for you, Ivan. All the shipping worldwide, Ivan. They have the distribution center. They can easily handle it for you. You don't want to waste money building this theater chain worldwide. And like Ivan, ask yourself this question: do you really need to build a theater chain? You really need to make an extra $34 million money that you don't need, Ivan, when you're making your tens of millions off your movies and merch for your 4K Blu-ray. You don't need that extra money, Ivan. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna build a theater chain. Yeah, Ivan, don't build it, man. Just sell it on 4K on Amazon. It's good enough. People will put money to theaters and they're gonna get a good experience. Yeah, you built your IMAX theater in your house, in your condo. You're gonna get that nice theatrical experience in your condo. You don't need to build an IMAX theater, Ivan. Yeah, you're right, George. Yeah, just stick to 4K on Amazon, Ivan. It's enough. It's more than enough money for you and VJ. Me and VJ like, yeah, fuck it. Let's not build it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. Right, but even if I release movie direct to 4K on Amazon, my company will still what? My company will still blow high out of the water. As I'm making zanies for $985 million, technology better than Avatar, Lord of the Rings, yeah. And you get the 4K Blu-ray effect too. Looking at an unheard of experience for 4K Blu-ray, yeah. Unheard of experience for 4K Blu-ray. Hence why I recommend you get a theater system for my what? You get a theater system for my what? For my movie. Hence why I recommend you get a theater system for my movie. See what I'm saying here? Now to end it off here, I'm gonna end it off with this. I recommend even though I recommend you guys get a theater system, guys, I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't want you guys to drive yourself in debt and be stupid and go over budget for your theater system. Stay in your lane. If you make $50, $60, $70,000 a year, get around that $1,500, $2,500, $3,500 range for your $4,000 range for your theater system. Don't get like a $10,000 theater system and you're drowned in debt, man. And it's gonna take you years to pay it off, and you're stressed out. No, if you make like middle class money, 50, 60, 70K a year, you should stick around that couple $1,000 range for your theater system. That way you don't go and that way you're not drowned in debt. You can make your payments every month. See what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm saying that. Stay in your lane, guys. You know what I'm saying? You're not me and VJ. You don't have the keys. You can't. You didn't make your billions like me. Don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? Me and VJ can easily put $2 million into our theater system, IMAX theater system. We can pay it off with cash, obviously. You don't have the kind of money I have. Don't overspend for your theater system. Otherwise, you're going to be drowned in debt and you're going to be stressed out. There's nothing worse than paying interest rates for your credit card and you can't pay off your fucking $10,000 bill for your credit card. Don't do that. Make sure you stay in your lane, guys. And everyone around the world will get a theater system because they want to get an unheard of experience at home. My 4K Blu-ray Zane's movies as well as my other movies. And that was it for this video. Ivan the Mayor. I'm really tired. I'll watch this video after you guys in the evening. It's Ivan the Mayor. I'm signing up. Peace.